Welcome to Ginger Spice. I am Ginger Spice, and today I want to talk to you guys about 3D thumbnails. Now, if you're like me, you try to replicate YouTubers' thumbnails, but you didn't know how, because there's not actually good tutorials how to show you how they actually do it. So I'm making one. Now, if you want to make thumbnails like this, or this, stick around for this video. Alright, so the first thing you want to do when you start, oh yeah, and the programs you are going to need are Photoshop and Cinema 4D, or any other picture editing software / animating software that you like to use, as in Blender, Maya, whatever. So let's just start with opening a new file. Name it whatever you want, really, doesn't matter. I like to name it, so I'm gonna do tutorial sorry, I'm a really bad typer while talking, so excuse me for that. Number 1. Now, you want to make this width and the height 1280 by 720. This is very important. Have all the settings like this. Transparent, it's up to you. Like, you can change it. I like to have it transparent, and then click OK when you're done. Now this will pop up. So to start off, okay, Photoshop, you want to load. Okay, so the first thing you are gonna want to do in Photoshop is, I like to create a border like this, the blue border, like this, and like this, and you know, it's more to be creative, because if you're not gonna be creative, there's no really point of doing anything. So I like to choose 2 colors and that kind of match, you know, like orange, red, light blue, dark blue, light green, dark green, purple, pink, you know, stuff like that. Instead of like talking you through it, I'm actually gonna make a thumbnail for this video. So if you saw the thumbnail of this video, we're gonna be making that. So I guess I see tutorials as kind of like, I don't know, technical stuff, so I'm gonna go with a grayish blue. Let's go with that. Let's see how that works. I'm feeling kind of experimental. Now they need to be, one of the colors needs to be a bit brighter or a bit more defined. So I'm gonna go with a lightish blue and a darkish green. Let's see how this looks. Just use your paint bucket tool to fill this in. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I'll make this a bit brighter, a bit on the blue side, so it's gonna be easier to tell. Okay, so sorry if you hear the background noise. It is wind blowing, and I can't really affect that. So now what you want to do is cut it the way you want. Now, as you can see, I cut it in all different ways. This is the most standard one. Then I changed it up a bit, as well. Here I went completely differently, but I like it because it's kind of an SMP thing, and this is also a bit different. So I'm not saying do everything like I do. Actually, I'm saying do the opposite. Do things the way you see it. So for tutorial, I think sharp edges will be good. So let's just make the edge sharp. Now I'm using the lasso tool, by the way, if you're wondering, right here. So I'm thinking of just having it straightforward. I'm holding shift to draw a completely straight line as well. I'm probably gonna make this, but you can make it in different ways. You know, you can really do whatever you want with it. Just have fun, you know, guys. If you're gonna create anything in Photoshop or in any other software, really have fun. Okay, so now we have our selected area. Click if you're on a Mac. I'm doing this on a Mac. So click Shift Command I. And that will inverse the layers, and to just make it easier, you can also go on select and inverse, and it will do the same thing. And now I will click Command C, which will copy. I think that's Control C on Windows, and then Command V, Control V on Windows, and then nothing happens until I delete the first layer that I had, and now we have an outline. Now this is the way I do it. There's probably better ways, but I like it this way because it gives me the most joy, and I can make it as good as I want. So now to use both colors, you go and actually I'll make I can't make this bigger, sorry. So you go and check gradient overlay, and yeah, this looks horrible, I know. So then you click on the gradient tab, you choose the two gradients you made before, so the two colors, and this is what I like to do. You might prefer it differently, you might prefer it the way it is, but I like to make the border very visible, because I don't know, I just like that. And what's that? I think my gerbil's killing itself. Never mind. Okay, so now you click OK. I prefer darker colors on the bottom, so I'll click reverse and they'll reverse. And then this is just some stuff you can play around with. Maybe make it a bit different. I don't know. I like it this way, and you can scale it, so you can move it up and down. Oh, okay, it's a bit laggy. And the dog's running around, so yeah. Sorry about that. Now we have the outline of it. Now this is up to personal preference. Yeah, that took me a day. I like to put a stroke on because it makes it look sharper. I'm a big fan of making things sharper. And the stroke, I like to keep it a bit different. So I think I'm gonna go for a lightish blue. Yes, I like it. And then a drop shadow. Depends on what you like. I just like a shadow. If you want it to glow, you might want to use inner glow. No, outer glow. I'm sorry. Let's just. I like to make it a bit bigger, and the spread. Okay. So it's kind of visible that it's out like frame. Now this is the part I really like, and I discovered from another YouTuber, the guy or die, the inner glow effect. Now I just like to turn this up, cause and like experiment with it, and definitely turn the color unless you like it that way. I like to turn the color to white on this one particular. And then noise is really a personal preference. If you do a lot of noise, oh, that's a bit too much. Noise will make it sharper, not nice. I like it like this. And then bevel and emboss. This is as well another preference that I don't really like, but some people do. And if I do it, I do it like this. Actually, I'll keep it for the sake of the video. Okay, so now we have our outline, but we're not nearly done. So now you want to open your animating software of choice, my Cinema 4D, and I've already set it up. I'm using Weedlion's paid rig because it's probably the best rig you can get out there if you don't make one yourself. So there are free rigs, by the way, and there are free softwares as in Blender, but those aren't as good as Cinema 4D in my opinion. So now I'll skip over this part because there's really no point of you guys listening to me just doing something, because yeah, I'll just make this guy look good.
Meanwhile,
okay, so now I'm done with the thing part. I'm a jigger, the designing, the way he's gonna sound. And if you hear breathing in the background and you think it's a pig, it's actually not. It's my French bulldog that has decided to leave the room. Great, yeah, leave. Okay, so now this is how it looks, and it looks shit. Now we wanna use light source. I like to use infinite light because I think it makes it look the best. Now you might want to think where you want the character's light to be like shining from. But I usually don't pay attention to that. I just like to make it look as good as I can. And then the reason I added light is so I can add on two effects: ambient occlusion and global illumination. Now global illumination doesn't do much in this case, but you know, it makes that small difference that, you know, it doesn't really take long to render one picture, so why not? So now it will look like this. God, I forgot how slow this is on these computers. Okay, so now I like it. I like it because he's kind of wondering, and you know, in a tutorial you're usually wondering what you're doing if you're watching it. You know, I don't know why else you'd watch it, but you know, everybody has their things. Now I like to zoom the picture in as much as I can, and with this is a small tip, quick tip, that if you want to, how long have I been going for? 14 minutes. Okay, that's not too bad. If you want second layer and your rig allows you that, you want to go to your, when you turn it on, it looks good, but then what happens when you turn on ambient occlusion? There is a problem, and you'll see it right now. The face is dark, and there is a very simple solution to this, and you just go to ambient occlusion and turn self-shadowing on, self-shadowing only on. So now if we render it, the face will not be dark, but there is one thing: it doesn't look as good. See what I mean? It's not the same. And if you want to sacrifice your whole picture for that second layer, like, I suggest editing the skin, but you know, do whatever you must. Do whatever you must, but I'll keep it like this. So now I'll save it to my computer, and I'll be right back on Photoshop. Now I'm back in Photoshop, and I've added the picture. This is it, and I like it. I think it's gonna look good. This is my Minecraft skin, by the way, if you guys are wondering. And I like to place it on this side, but just because I think, I don't know why, it just suits me, but you can really place it wherever you want. And yeah, and I like to, this is a matter of preference as well. I prefer placing it under the overlay. You can place it over, whatever you like. So now I think the text is in order. The text. Now, there's so many different ways to make text. You can make it in Cinema 4D and then put it in Photoshop. You can make it in Photoshop. You can make it 3D in Photoshop. You can make it 1D. You can make it one color. So many versions. I'm just gonna do the version I like, and that my favorite text by far I've created is this text. I don't know why, but it speaks to me. I've heard it speak literally. Sometimes I'm scared. Guys, help. Okay. So my font of choice is Molot. Now there are so many fonts out there for so many different things. Find the one you like. Molot is not a necessity. And don't make it too big like I have right now. Don't make it too small either like I have right then. 78. Let's see how that looks. Too big. Still too big. Let's go get a 50. That's nice. Okay. Now the color. The color is also a preference. Again, I don't know why I feel the need to exhaust that thing. I'm gonna make it, let's see, what kind of a color would it be? I think I'm gonna go for a, sky blue plus dark blue combination. So, well, this is the sky blue, and then a darker blue. I think that's gonna look good. Now let's type. So, how to make, oh wait, no. I suggest making each word its own layer, by the way. To, and then yes, make, no, not to, no. Make, and yes. And then I'll be Googling a 3D thing, because that's usually what stands out. So I just type in 3D. Okay, I'm right back, and I've added in the picture of the 3D thing. Now let's scale it down to match the text size. And then text. That's the last thing we needed. And okay. Now I'll make it on the how word just because I can. So I like to put gradient on again take this gradient that I, wait, no, cancel. Take this, put it on 50%, put this on 50%, and we have a nice looking thing. But then it's not over. I like to use stroke, but on text I like the stroke white. I like it white, and I don't know why. And then then it's a preference, inner glow. I like a bit of inner glow, but not too much. Now I'm gonna make this and bump it up to 6. No, that's too much. It looks too soft. Let's make it a 4. Yeah, a 4. I think that'll do. I don't like bevel on text, and the drop shadow is a preference, and I'll put on a bit just for the sake of the video. Now this is not nearly done, but you know. And now, to avoid doing all of that again, you can just right click the text, copy layer style, and then paste it on to each of them. Paste, oops, misclicked, that's never fun. And I think this is the last one, paste. Yep. Okay, so now let's position it, because that's also very important. So how will probably be a bit smaller. 3D text needs to stand out here. Like, out of everything, 3D text needs to be the main man. The main man. How to. 2's probably gonna be with how. So let's take the 2 and let's position it here, and let's make it a bit bigger, a bit taller, and how to, and then let's take the make. We by the way, I'm selecting these by clicking Command T or Control T on your Windows computers. So we position make, and then we have, I'm probably gonna scale all of these 3 down, because they're a bit big. And now we go to text. I'm probably gonna make text a different color to stand out a bit more. And where's 3D? Right here. And oh, don't leave me, computer. Okay, it's still recording. Sorry. It's 3D text. Okay. Now this doesn't look all too good. At least to me. So I will be doing something. I will make all these. Can I just rasterize type? And now I can choose a single letter. I'm gonna be using the lasso tool to do this, because it's probably the fastest way to choose these things, or maybe the polygonal tool. Okay, yeah, and be sure you're on your selected layer, and I'll make the how bigger, and a bit like this, and how, and then the 2 will be made differently as well. Now this is just like trial and error and seeing what you like, because there's really no like prescription of what a 3D thumbnail should look like, because there's so many ways to do it. So yeah, don't go all out and listen to me. Like, you listen to yourself as well, what you like. Don't just go and make the same thumbnail. And I messed up on the choosing right there, selecting and okay. And now I'll make this 2 smaller. How to make. I'll keep the make as it is, and then I think this is just trial and error, because you know it's very hard to just make something. But I'll change the colors of 2. I'll be changing them from light blue and dark blue. I'll be changing them to I don't know, green. Yeah, green is a nice combination if it's not too bright. So this is gonna be the bright green, and this is gonna be the dark green. And then we drag, oh crap, no, I didn't mean to do that. And now we drag them together, click OK, and we have it. how to make, and then I'll make text the same. Yeah, I'll copy. Yeah. Wait. Text. Wait. I'll just copy the layer style from. No, not paste. Not paste. Copy and the text, and I'll paste. Yep. I like it, but I'll change up the text. Yeah, I just said that. So I want to make the T bigger. This is just listening to your inner artist, I guess. Is that even the expression? Sounds like a lame expression, but it is, I guess, now that I said it. So let's just do that. Text, and let's make the X a bit smaller. I don't know why. As I said before, just go with the flow. And boom. And you can click Control T, move it a bit this way, and boom, we are done. Well, not completely at all. And now I think I'll make the three. Come on. Why isn't it? Oh, yeah. Always make sure you deselect what you had selected, otherwise it will be a bit messy. Okay, so I don't know. Should I keep the 3D? I'm not feeling it. Wait, did I? Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I just made. Why did I say 3D text? That makes absolutely no sense. I don't know why I just went in for 3D. Okay. I haven't done something that stupid in ages. Well, actually, it hasn't been that long again. Okay. Sorry about that. I deeply apologize. Okay, how to make thumbnails. Just thumbnails. I'm gonna go with thumbnails. I'll make the text a bit smaller so it'll fit. And but I will be pasting the layer style of yep.
Meanwhile,
so I like it, but now for the last part we need to add a background. Now I like to Google a picture, so let's go Google and search up, I guess, cool. Oops, that's not how you spell cool. Minecraft background. Ooh, that's so good. Minecrafty, yes, Minecrafty background. Yeah, it's an HD picture. Let's do this one. Okay, so I've placed it in, and the most important thing in a background picture is that it doesn't have too many details, so it doesn't outshine the main part. So now we take it down to the lowest part, because it's under everything, and see this one, like the character is a bit grayish, so he's not as visible, but we can fix that. Now a thing I like to do is create a new layer by either going layer, new layer, and just clicking that, or go down here and click this little paper thingy, and it will create a new transparent layer. Move it to the top. That's not really necessary, but it makes it a whole lot easier to work with. Then hold down your paint bucket, choose gradient tool, and then pick two gradient colors that don't necessarily match. I'm gonna go for, since I'm keeping with the blue theme, I'm gonna go blue, and I'm gonna go light green. Now here is something that it's complete personal preference. You pick two colors, and then I'm gonna make two examples. So you could either just go and make a gradient thing, and that's it. You just make it gradient. But that you know, and then after you've done that, so wait, and then you go to your arrow and you click one of your numbers. So for example 5, and that'll make it like a bit transparent, and then you just that'll make it transparent, and you place it above. And you know that can be okay. But you know what I like to do? I actually like to, instead of pressing, let's go completely back before I change it. Okay, and I like to take my, where is it? No, that's not it. Is it? Is the lasso tool? Yeah, this is the lasso tool. Okay, and I like to just pick some random areas. No, not like this. Okay, and let's color this one. Let's take the paint bucket and color it gray, and then we take another one and we color it. We colored gray. Oops, that's not how we're meant to color it. And wait, I just need to look so it's still recording my voice. Yeah, it is. Okay, this tutorial won't go on for. Oh crap. Let's fill this in as well with gray, and I think that's it. And now fill the rest in with blue. It's very simple to actually do. Deselect, choose the paint bucket, and click everything in between. This looks weird, you know, but that's why we take this, we go here, and we make it less. You know, this is just personal preference, but I really like it because it kind of makes it a bit better looking. And this is how it looks. I like it. You know what? I'm satisfied. You can also add a number of different things, but I'm not gonna get into that because let your imagination roam free. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like and subscribe for future uploads and more tutorials on everything graphics related and more. And remember, my name was Ginger Spice, adding that last bit of flavor to your day.